G'day, Tom, my Fuzzites. Welcome back to our continuation going through all of the Game & Watch games. As now we're on to Octopus. Alright, so here we are. G'day, Tom, my Fuzzites, and welcome to our continuation of playing all of the Game & Watch games, slowly but surely. And here we are with the next game on the list, Octopus. And as you can see, even from the front cover, this one gave Mr. Game & Watch his, I think, up smash, which is the scuba diving helmet, as well as his final smash being an octopus. Neat. It's been neat playing these games. Like I said, little mini game type things that have been fun. Which ones does this show? So we got Parachute, which was the last one. Popeye, which will be the next one. And then Chef, and then Mickey Mouse. Hold on. Yeah. Popeye, Chef, Mickey Mouse, and then Egg. And then Fire again. Oh, what fun. But they also have the North American box art, which I kind of like a little better. I like how they have a little design there. Widescreen pocket size. Game & Watch. Octopus. Just shows more of what the game actually looks like. Yeah. And then, of course, we have the Electronic Arts Game & Watch widescreen. It's called Game & Watch, of course, because it's a game as well as being a clock in one, hence Game & Watch. So here you have a musical note. I guess that's the bell instead symbol. We have the time/score. We have the diver, whom is you / your other lives. We have the button 1, which is the hour setting. We have the baby octopus, who is the alarm sounder, which again, I've said this before. It's very neat that now they're going into that the timer's also having alarms with them, which is neat. We have game A. We have the alarm button. We have game B. We have the ACL, which is basically a reset. And then we have the time button, the giant octopus, who is the boss. We have the treasure. And then we have the buttons. The B button. Alarm sound, whatever. Game B. Game A. Divers try to recover treasure from the sunken ship and raise it to the boat. The giant octopus tries to present them. Press A. Press game key A. The highest score will be displayed. Game A begins when the key is released. Press Operation button 2. The diver goes into the water. By pressing Operation 1 and 2, the diver goes left and right to avoid tentacles. When the diver reaches the treasure, press the Operation button D to place gems into the bag. Press button once, the bag gets 1 gem. Press twice, 2 gems, etc., etc. 1 gem equals 1 point. Reach the boat and earn 3 points. If the diver fails to pick up treasure, he cannot return to the boat. If the octopus tentacle touches diver, score 1 miss. Diver vanishes from screen. When all 3 divers are gone, the game ends. When a player reaches a score of 200 or 50, any lost divers at the time are replaced in the boat. Tentacles move at increased speeds, then return to normal speed every 100 points. Game B. Tentacles move faster than in Game A. In all other respects, this game is the same as Game A. And, like always, we have the caution stuff that we don't really care about. Let's just get into the game. And this one's very neat, as you can actually die without getting any treasure. So yeah, I think the more treasure we get, the slower we are. This one might be it's absolutely a problem if I just run into the tentacles. Just gotta bob and weave, bob and weave. Oh, come on. This one is tougher. Oh. But it's neat because this is the first game where there's a risk-reward system of you can probably stay down here and get a lot of points. And if you don't actually get any heavier when collecting the points, is there really a point in going back to the boat? Because you get 3 from there. It'd be nice if there was, like, the more you brought back to the boat, the bigger reward you would get. But it just being 3, like, unless there is a weight thing to this, if we get way too many points. And there could be. I mean, might as well if I'm up here already. But yeah, if you're not careful, you're just gonna get into a spot where you cannot escape. That is fun. Oh. Yeah, it's nice that there's at least always a path where the tentacle can overlook. We'll try one more time. Because yeah, the top tentacle either goes here or here, so there's always the chance of having a safe spot at the beginning. Oh, that's going away. Yeah, we'll just go one more. This is stupid. So clucking stupid. And then, oh, as always, obligatory, hey Nintendo, because I know you're watching this. Please make a Game & Watch gallery complete. I don't even need all of the games to have a modern version. I would just like all of them in one area at least. In a, actual being able to purchase them way. Rather than here, where it's kind of just, it's the only way to really have them legally, at all. Alright, let's go to Game B and see how much more hell this is. Yeah, being able to actually buy them would be nice. Because with the Game & Watch, it's not like other systems where you can just go out, buy the system, and then buy just the individual games. You have to literally buy the whole thing itself, the whole console. Which makes it a toss-up if you can even A, find one, and then B, have one in good working condition. But also not to mention that if you do find one, unless you're doing like a hand cam thing on it, you're not going to be able to show it off. So like, please give us a Game & Watch Gallery collection, or at the very least, put it on Nintendo Switch Online. That's all I ask. Because I would pay $30 for all these games. But yeah, I like this one. This one's really fun. It's a nice risk-reward type of thing. Where you do have to move fast. Like I said, I do wish there was an actual, like, oh, it came down so fast. Like, the more you collected of the treasure, the slower you went. Because I know in the modern version that happens. And I also wish there was a better reward stack for getting it, rather than just 3 every time. Because as is, without there being a, like, oh, you're getting over-encumbered. There's no real reason to go back to the boat to get 3 measly points. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, yeah. But yeah, so either put it on Nintendo Switch Online, or give us a Game & Watch Gallery collection. Either way, I think that's going to do it for me. This one's really, really tricky, because it's a very, very big, risk-reward of going down there. There's definitely a strategy to not waste your time, to get the most without getting caught, obviously. And I kind of had it, but also I got way too greedy, which is fitting for treasure here. But either way, like I said, that'll do it for today's run-through of the Game & Watch Gallery collection, or Game & Watch games. We're done 10 of them. There are 60 in total to go through, although not all of them are original. But either way, thank you, my Falsites, for watching. I hope you enjoyed. These are always fun little things to go through, and they do help me get, like, a lot of quick videos out as well, which I like. I'll definitely be back for another at least 5 at some point. Thank you, and I'll see y'all next anytime. Take care.